Hey guys, it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with a video that I stole from my friend Tori from Live a Novel Life. Go check out her video. It was so fun to watch, and I was like, this is amazing, and I need to do my own. So I'm here to do my own, and this is a book starter pack. So like a reader starter pack. This is if you want to get into reading and you want to get a little extra about it, do these things. So I will first start off by saying I am a very extra person. If there's something I want, I buy it. And if there's something I see, specifically social media, specifically TikTok, I am heavily influenced. I am the person that influencers influence. I'm like, oh my God, that looks amazing. I need it in my life now. And I will not stop thinking about it until I have it. So there's a couple things that I've gotten that are like newer that I'm excited about. And there's just like a lot in here that are things you might not know you need. And like, honestly, none of this is a need. So this is just if you want to be a little bit extra and be a reader, get these things and go from there. So I first want to focus on Kindles. I love my Kindle. I actually have two. There is no need for you to have two. The best thing about me though is that if I get a new Kindle, I can pass my previous one down to my sister, so I don't feel bad about getting a new one. But she gets free upgrades all the time. I don't like make her pay for it. I'm just like, the Kindle's on sale, I'm getting a new one, pass it down to you. And obviously there's a lot of accessories you can have on your Kindle. This is my Kindle Paperwhite. So this one is the one they came out with before they became in color versions, and this one I reach for the most, honestly. Really great battery life. This is so good, and I love the features of reading in warm light at night, and it's just amazing. It never glitches. Love this so much. However, I also do have a Oasis, which I did really like for a while, but it kept on glitching on me. So it kept on forcing me to exit out of my Kindle, then like force restarting it. And I was getting very annoyed. And this one does not last as long as this one. So I was traveling a lot recently, so I just was reading on this one, and then I kept reading on this one. So I do love both of them. I really love the buttons on this one. So that is a plus for this. I'm actually thinking of going back to this one for a while, but really that's the only difference between these two is the buttons. And you can like turn it either way. So I can read this way and it'll change the orientation of the page to read this way or this way, depending on how you're laying. So there is that. But for both of my Kindles, I have clear cases. The best, because then I also have stickers. So this one, also the problem is the stickers always slide in this one because there's like a little like bump out here, and so some people do tape down their stickers, but stickers are the best way to accessorize. I actually haven't changed these out in a while. I love my stickers on these. I get most of my stickers from swag from authors, but I also really love a few shops, which I will link my favorite shops down below to get stickers from. But like this Elsie Silver one, I believe, was from the author, but then I have like Lila June Co. I have a Hella Lovely one, and then I have ones from signing, so like Catherine Cowles, Maren Moore, and then a sticker pack I think my sister got on Amazon, which I can link down below, of Taylor Swift stickers too. So that's how I love accessorizing. I do actually have a decal on my Oasis, and I actually do want to buy a decal for this. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, but Decal Girl is the website I bought this at. You can actually upload your own photos, but that really intimidates me and I don't want it to like mess up. So I just went with their standard colors. So this is the second one I have, and they're really easy to put on. There are a ton of Paperwhite decals on Etsy, I know, but the Oasis is like really hard because there's all these cutouts. So there weren't a lot of options on Etsy, but I used Decal Girl and it fit perfectly, and this is my second one I've done on it. I love having the decal on here so much, so I would think I really just love having decals, and I probably will from now on. Super easy to take off, and make sure it's the right size and the right Kindle that you have. So another accessory I feel like is a must-have for your Kindle is the pop socket. I have it here because I always read like this, and then on my other one I have it more so on this side because I will shift hands, but I mostly read in my right hand, so it's a little over on the side here. I got these both on Amazon. I love my pop sockets. Could not read without them. A new accessory is my little charm. Honestly, it's just to be an accessory. I barely use this. I just like to like fidget with it sometimes when I read too, so that is nice, just like holding it in my hand. But usually I'll put it around my wrist like this, or I'll like wrap it around my fingers like this and just hold it. There is literally no point to this. I just think it's pretty. So I did get this on Amazon too. I just decided I wanted it, thought it was super cute. I do want to make one at some point with like my name on it, but Kindles, all the accessories for them. And speaking of Kindles, I will talk about a subscription service I love for Kindles, which is Kindle Unlimited. I think that if you are a romance reader, Kindle Unlimited is 100% worth the price. It is like $10, $11, $12 a month. It used to be cheaper and now it's gone up. But if you read at least, sometimes even just 2 ebooks a month on Kindle Unlimited, it'll take care of itself, because a lot of ebooks now are $5, $6. So if you're reading 3, 4, 5, 6 books a month through Kindle Unlimited, you are for sure reading the amount worth the subscription. And so many authors now are in Kindle Unlimited, and it is so nice to be able to try out new authors and not feel bad about it, because you're really technically like not investing anything in them, because you are reading it basically for free with your subscription. And I know people hate when they say like read it for free in Kindle Unlimited, but it is, to me, I feel like, oh, I'm just gonna download it, and it's no extra money on my part. I'm trying out so many new authors, so many super popular authors are in there, even authors who are moving towards traditionally published books, their books are still in Kindle Unlimited. So that is absolutely amazing. I love Kindle Unlimited. I highly recommend reading it. If you did not know though, your library also lets you send ebooks to your Kindle. So Hoopla and Libby are both apps that you can have like on a device like an iPad or your phone. You can do the app, or you can send it to your Kindle. And so some books that I have, I'll take out as an ebook from the library and it gets sent directly to my Kindle. So Hoopla and Libby are the best, and definitely check out your state and see what libraries are available to have a library card to, if anywhere you live. So there's a couple in Ohio, Cuyahoga County. I'm in Ohio, I'm in Columbus. I have the Columbus Metropolitan Library card, but I also have one for the county I used to teach at, because I was able to get one through there, because that was a different county than where I lived, because I used to be a teacher, and I think I still have that library card. And where I went to college, I did have a library card there. I don't think I still have that one, but I did have one there too when I lived there. And then Cuyahoga County is the Cleveland area, and usually like major cities have really good library systems. And so I got a Cuyahoga County one, even though I don't live there. I didn't even need to provide them an address there. I could just give them my own information, and I got digitally emailed a library card, logged in that day to their card. So I have 4 separate cards on my Libby. Hoopla, I think you can only be logged into one. So on my Libby, I have 4 cards. On my Hoopla, I checked out all my different cards and looked at what had the most that I could take out in a month. So Libby is at least mine is unlimited. I can take out whatever I want whenever I want. I can take, I think, 20 books out a month, and some people's are like really low. So some people can take like 5 out a month. So it does depend on your library system. This is something you definitely have to research, and varies based on where you live. So definitely recommend checking those out. But those are for sure what I use for ebooks and audiobooks. I always use my library for audiobooks of traditionally published books, and I do still have an Audible subscription. I don't know how much longer I want to keep it. I just don't listen to enough audiobooks where I need my Audible subscription, but it's nice to have when like I have a book club coming up, and like a lot of Nora Roberts books aren't at the library anymore, and they have really great sales and like new releases, and it's just really hard to let go. I had canceled it, and then they gave me 3-month free trial again. Always check out the trials. They do that for Kindle Unlimited and on Audible. I've also gifted myself subscriptions to Kindle Unlimited at a cheaper price, but some people say it sometimes triggers as a scam, so make sure you're careful with that. I've never had an issue. I usually gift myself like a year subscription, and it's super cheap compared to paying monthly, but that is an option. So we have Kindle Unlimited, Libby, Hoopla, and Audible are my main sources of reading. Highly recommend checking them out. But now we're gonna get into some more accessories. So I've already talked about my Kindles, and I told you I'm extra, so be prepared. We have a lot. First and foremost, which I think is the most popular because of social media, are Kindle clickers. I did add, I love this. It comes with like a wristband that's like black, but my sister also has one of these, so I got us little charm things in different colors so we know whose is whose, because when I was getting these, my friend Tori did give this to me, but they only had black. Now they have pink, and I was like, do I buy a pink one? I was like, stop being extra. You have one and it works. It doesn't need to be pink. So I have this. You just clip it, you turn it on, you clip it to the side. So say I'm reading my Kindle, I'm gonna clip it like this. You want to make sure it's like a little bit on to the page, and then you just click this and it'll turn the next page for you. So It's amazing when I'm reading in bed. Sometimes I'll use this and I love it. I also recently got a holder for a plane, and you clip it onto the plane seat in front of you and you can use this. So I'm very excited for that. It hasn't come in yet, but I did order that. I told you I'm extra. But also I did not mention, so if you see this one, it has my book cover on it that I was looking at. This one has an ad. So you can purchase ad-free Kindles, which just means like an ad pops up on the front when you're not reading it. Or you can message customer support and ask them to take the ads off for you and tell them that you want it for free. So I had asked that and they're like, great, it's gonna be like $20. And I was like, oh really? Because like I've heard, like my friend got it taken off for free. And they're like, let me check with my boss. And then they came back and they took them off for free. I kind of want to do that with this one, but I did that immediately when I got this one and they took them off for me. And I love having my cover on my Kindle. I just love that so much, instead of just like some random ad for a book that I haven't even heard of. Peak Season Gardening is on this one right now. So that's something you can do. But Kindle clicker, and I always end up using my Kindle clicker with my pillow. So this is one, you can get one with just like a bean shape, but I like to snack when I read. So I will put a bowl in here of snacks. I don't put snacks directly in here. I usually put a bowl in here. And then I put my Kindle on here. I usually have it up and down though, because I do put my clicker on the side. And so I will have this in bed sitting next to me or in my lap with me. And then actually with the bowl, that is where I store my Kindle clicker when I'm not using it. So I had to get the pink one. I actually waited like 3 weeks until the pink one came back in stock because I wanted it. So this is amazing. So I'll just put the Kindle in here. So because I have my pop socket on, I usually have it like this because my pop socket's right there, and it just sits like that. And then I put my clicker on and it is ready to go. Amazing. One of my favorite purchases I have, and my sister is asking for one for our birthday, which is next week. August 1st is my birthday and I have a twin, and so she had asked to put that on her wish list for my parents. They're like, what do you want? Turning 31, she is asking for a Kindle pillow holder, which is what every adult wants in their life. So in addition to that, I love a good book light. So I get a lot of swag, especially like from book signings or in PR boxes. So this one is actually one that I really love that was from a book signing, but like you can get 1,000,001 different ones. There was also one on TikTok that was going around that I was like, that looks so fun, and it was so compact, but I was like, I have like 3 already, don't buy another one. So I didn't, but I can link that one down below if you want to buy it. But this one, so nice. I like to do that. I like to not use my big lamp in my room because I usually end up falling asleep when I read, which is why I love reading on my Kindle at night because it'll turn off automatically. But sometimes I'll wake up at like 2 a.m. and my lamp is still on. So I like to use this so my lamp's not on. Speaking of pillows, another thing that I just bought, and I'm obsessed. It is so comfy. One of these pillows. So this one is like, you know, it's got the arms. I had one like when I was in middle school and I never used it. It just like sat on my bed. And I have recently, like, it just has not been comfortable reading in bed. I'm like, it's fine. But if I lay down in bed, I fall asleep. So I'm like, I need a new way to be comfy where I'm not laying down so I don't fall asleep reading. I got this from TJ Maxx. They literally have it at like every home store because I had seen one at, I think, Home Goods, and it was blue, but everything I have is pink. So I was like, I'll wait. Walked into TJ Maxx, saw this, and was like, sold. It was $30. I love reading in this thing. I have reading sprints once a week with my patrons. I'm sitting in this thing on my bed reading with them. And so I think it is the perfect accessory in bed if you like to read in bed, but you're someone like me who, if you're laying down, you fall asleep very easily and it's not as comfortable sitting up in bed. I use that. It is the best. Then we have headphones. So I think headphones are definitely a must for audiobook listening. And the headphones I primarily use are my AirPods. Now I do have 3 sets of headphones. You do not need to have 3 sets. I was actually gifted these 2. I think I got these for Christmas one year, and someone gifted these to me for something I had done with them in the book community. So I have these 2. AirPods I wear all the time. This is like my main, if I'm doing like chores, if I'm walking my dogs, I will be wearing just my normal AirPods. If I'm mowing the lawn, these are amazing. These are the AirPod Pros, I believe, and they're noise canceling, literally the best thing ever. I usually only use these when I am mowing the lawn or my sister's vacuuming and I want to hear something. So these are these 2. But then also what I recently got when I started working from home are the Bose Quiet Comfort Plus 45. These are amazing. Now, I don't love wearing noise canceling headphones in the house because of the dogs, because they'll usually let me know like if they need out or something, or just like hearing things, but I love these. These are so comfortable. I don't usually use these to listen to audiobooks. I use them to listen to music, but they are so comfy, and they're not like $400. So these I think are really affordable, usually always on sale for like a nice quality pair of headphones. I love these, and the charge lasts so long, so highly recommend these as well. And then we're gonna get into like the other extra stuff. So the next thing are book sleeves. I actually used to have an Etsy shop where I would sell book sleeves, so I used to make my own, and this is what everything would fit in. I will literally not travel without a Kindle case one, so your Kindle fits right in there, and then it fits into your bag so it's not ruined at all. For the very first time, my Kindle is scratched. I have had Kindles since like middle school. I had Nooks in middle school, but I've had a Kindle for a very long time, never scratched them, but this one got scratched somehow. But yes, fit these as your Kindle, and I have like all sizes. I use this for my iPad too. I've made a million. Unfortunately, I'm so busy, I don't have an Etsy shop anymore, but there are plenty if you just look up book sleeves online. I do have some that I've been gifted from publishers and authors from Bookbo, and these have zippers too, and I really love them, and these are a must if you go to book signings or on vacation, like I love. So Bookbo is a company that has great ones. Tons of Etsy shops have them, so get yourself a book sleeve. And I do want to crochet some because I've seen that going around TikTok and they look really pretty, so I do want to do that. Then I have a new little hobby I've gotten into and I love listening to my audiobooks, and I used to work 45 minutes away, so I would have an hour and a half in the car of listening to audiobooks a day. I don't have that anymore. In my work, I can't listen to audiobooks. I just don't have the brain attention to do that while I work on things, except for unless it's like a spreadsheet or something very mindless, which doesn't happen that often. So I have other hobbies that I do while I listen, and one of my new ones, my new fixation, are coloring books. And so I got this one I'm so excited to do, and I had colored, maybe you guys know more than this, so I have Cozy Spaces. I'll link all these down below. And I colored it, and I did not love these markers. So they were like $15 markers, because I was like, new hobby, I could go big or I can start small. So I started small with $15 markers, and they were okay. It was like hard to stay inside the lines, and then when I opened them, a lot of them were like, had ink just like splatter, and I don't know if that's normal, like when I open them from the force of opening it. So I returned those. I used them once and then I returned them. And you do need to I have cardstock behind here because it does bleed through. I ordered the Ohuhu ones, and I have been deep into coloring books on TikTok, and they said Ohuhu is expensive, but it's worth it. So they also won't come until Monday, and it's currently Thursday, and ordered them like earlier this week. I'll be patient, it's fine. But those are, I think, 50 markers for $40, which is a lot because my other set was like 50 markers for $15, but you're paying for quality. And this is something I really want to get into. So I did some coloring and I listened to my audiobook, and I loved doing that. And it was inspired by Samantha from Books with Samantha. She loves coloring, and I watch her videos and she's always coloring. I have this one that I'm very excited for, so cute. And then I got cottagecore because these are just so cute. And then I have some on my wish list because like, I want more. So they're more so there to remind me of them so that I can go buy them. But in addition to that, another extra thing that you really don't need. I love this. This is what are these called? Like a lap desk? And I put it on my bed. So my sister actually got this when she was sick, and she wanted to like eat in bed, and so we ordered this. And I had ordered another one a while ago because I wanted to like work in bed sometimes, like if the dogs needed something, or like when I was sick. I literally did not want to leave my bed, but I didn't like working in bed. And I when I'm sick, I can't take off. I can't. Like I'm like cognizant enough to be able to work, but like my body doesn't want to get out of bed. And I ordered one, and it was just like cheap particle board, but it was pink, but it was already dented from the mail. So I returned it since it was damaged and never got a new one, but then my sister got this one and it is so nice. I was actually using this to color the other day in bed with the dogs and it was amazing. So highly recommend a lap desk for your bed if you want to listen to audiobooks in color. I will link those markers down below too that I'm excited about, even though I don't have them and I haven't tried them because everybody loves them. Okay, and then the last thing that you can do while you're listening to audiobooks are puzzles. I have a favorite brand called Gallison, and I can link a couple of my favorite puzzles down below. Gallison had a sale recently, and it took everything in me not to get more puzzles from them because we have a god-awful amount of puzzles in this household, and I love doing them, and my sister loves doing them. We usually don't do it at the same time. We are twins. We are sisters. We sometimes get in each other's way. To avoid any arguments, we do not do puzzles together. We can, like, it's not that big of a deal, but we do enjoy our puzzle alone time. So she'll start working on the puzzle, and then when she's at work, I'll start working on the puzzle, and then when I'm working, she does. So we just like switch off, and I always listen to my audiobook, and I get so much audiobook listening time while I do puzzles. Like I said, Gallison, I saw someone on Instagram being sponsored by a puzzle company, and I was like, literally, like, life goals. Life goals here. Gallison is my favorite. They have the cutest designs and they're so cheap, and they usually have a really good Black Friday sale, so keep an eye on that. But I always do my puzzles then. I do have like 1,000,001 bookmarks. You can never go wrong with cute bookmarks. I don't want to show all of them to you, but obviously bookmarks are like the staple Bookish accessory. I have so many Bookish t-shirts, but like, you don't need that. That's not a necessary thing. But those are all my accessories. If you want to be a reader, if you want to get into reading, if you want to be an excessive book person, get all these things. Like I said, I am someone who goes all out. If I see something I want, I buy it. And this is all that I want and I buy. So don't judge me and enjoy all the things. Let me know if there's anything I forgot. Is there anything that you were like, listen, you need to get this now? Let me know. And I think I'm going to start doing the emoji thing because I do that in my podcast with Tori, where if you don't know what you want to comment, but you want to let me know you watched, leave an emoji in the comments. And the emoji today will be the pink heart to match my favorite pillow now. So if you watched all the way through and you want to let me know you watched, leave a pink heart and let me know your favorite bookish accessories. I would love to hear, and that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day.